everybody, welcome back. We are back with more Rise of the Ordning. Before we get rolling, a couple of quick things. If you're with us on Twitch, hello, hi. Make sure you say hello and grab your bingo card that I cannot type while I'm talking, so somebody else type bingo in there for me. If you're with us on YouTube, hello, hi. If you want to play bingo, that link is in the description below, and you guys can also play bingo. You will need to join my Discord to achieve a win, which is you get to come up with a fun little character or NPC that shows up. And the bingo cards do go between the episodes. You just need to be present. Oh, wait. Did I say one per session only? I did say one per session only. Nobody's won yet. Maybe I need to change that. I don't know. I'll review it.
I was gonna say, I've got some ideas.
Okay. Maybe we need a bingo revamp.
I know, I am the free space.
Yeah. Everybody just
Yeah, we are gonna put
bide
him in
your
the free
time
space.
until Kenny gets muted. Anyway, as I was saying, just a little bit of an announcement for those in Twitch. For those on YouTube, this will probably be a little too late, but we do have the second half of our charity Christmas mini campaign on Saturday. So if you haven't checked that out, that is on the Muses Mythos YouTube. Somebody smash YouTube in chat, please. So go watch the whole first session. It's a little bit of a butt burner, but it'll be fun to have in the background. It's a little dark. And then this next session on Saturday from 12 to 5 Eastern, we will be supporting Feeding America. So I do still have the Toys for Tots Foundation available for donos in case you weren't able to make it to the first one. And then we'll switch that over on Saturday. So, I think that is my big announcements. Oh, I usually
We stand charity work.
What?
I said we stand charity work.
We do. And the other thing I usually say is that if you need to dip for whatever reason, we appreciate you coming by and saying hi. The rest of the session, as well as all of the past sessions, are up on YouTube. So, I think that is all my announcements. So I think we can get rolling. So, last we left off, the group had convened with Harshnag, the giant frost giant. Yep, we're rolling with that. And made their push up the Valley of Keendrew to the Eye of the Allfather to speak with the giant oracle. They got to know Harshnag, who is a vehement protector of the small folk and Ilumelan at large, acknowledging that many giants have lost the way. The amount of words I just messed up is not good for tonight. Good thing we're jumping into combat. He readily accepted that you need to speak to the Giant's Oracle and that the Ordning needed to be set back into place and was willing to help you on your quest. Along the journey up to the Valley of Keendrew, you ran into several frost giants on their way back down from trying to speak with the Oracle, who you easily destroyed in combat, Harshnag taunting his misguided and corrupted kin on your successes. You also were ambushed by several crag cats, whose battle caused a bit of an avalanche, but you managed to get everyone to safety with the use of the broom as well as other tactics. Finally, you reached the stairs leading up to the Eye and approached the temple that was built into the tallest mountain of Ilumelan, likely an echo of a long-lost world. However, tracks in the snow revealed that you were not the only ones there. Attempting to sneak through the main hallway and failing epically with some poor rolls, you were faced by several angry barbarians and a white dragon wormling. And with that being said, guys, guess what? Everyone, roll me some initiatives. We are jumping right on in.
Gotcha. Oh no!
What if I don't want to?
What if I don't want to? You gotta. I'm sorry.
You don't want to.
Did I just say no?
Excuse me?
What if I say pretty please?
Hold on. Cece was asking something. What were you asking?
Sorry.
As we go into combat and I see this dragon, I am just going to very quickly connect to everybody's heads in very quick succession and go scatter out. I don't know if you've ever been breathed on a dragon, but they love bunched people.
Okay.
Roger.
No. Who's Roger?
I hilariously...
It's just a southern expression.
I just need you all to know this. I rolled one for, like, the Berserker leader and one for, like... I'm sorry. Just look over. Shorty's adding so much HP to the BBEG. Just the fact, which, by the way, if you guys didn't know, Shorty is Nyx in the campaign. So the player wants things to be more complicated. Anyway, but the other funny thing was that I rolled initiative for the, like, Berserker leader separately. He rolled the same. So they're just all going to be on the same initiatives. Also, why did my music not... I switched to, like, intense music, but I guess we don't get that. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I am missing Komori.
Yes, I totally knew this was happening, and, please hold.
Are you not paying attention?
It's not that I didn't pay attention, I just forgot for a minute.
It was, like, the one thing that the DM wanted us to do. I bitched about it for like 30 seconds as a bit.
I think that's what threw me off was the bit.
Okay. So, with this note in your head to scatter, you guys see all of these berserkers turning and looking at you as they were trying to, like, shove this door open. The wormling gnashing their teeth. It looks like they do have one shaman over here. You are pretty far away, considering you did not stealth up very far. But with that being said, Tzaira, what would you like to do?
Hey there, I'm gonna, like, power up right now, but don't take that as aggressive. I don't want to fight you if at all possible. We can even get the door open together. And I am going to bonus action take the form of the archer, and then I am going to hide behind a pillar.
Okay, so something of note, this yellow part is down below, and then there is like a 30-foot jump, leap, climb up until this white part. So just something to note. So you are literally kind of stuck in the straight line unless you broom.
Broom. Yep, I'm brooming up. Fuck this. I don't want to be in a gore.
I'm out.
Okay.
Brooming on up.
And I'll just shout from around the pillar. If you just walk forward without attacking us in return, we're not gonna do anything. Promise.
I'm looking at you, just already, like, charging up a fireball, just like,
Just hold it. If they attack, then we can kill them, but give them a chance.
Why are we giving them a chance again?
You can't whisper! Tzaira's like 40 feet away. Okay, is there anything else you can do?
I will just hold my action for a guiding bolt at whatever aggressor comes into my view.
Okay. Just letting you know, unless somebody... Yeah, they probably won't get into your view. Unless you take another step out.
Okay, I'll do one out. But yeah, I see that fucking dragon.
Okay. Sounds good. You have, I will say you have half cover, which is +2, I think.
Beautiful. Alrighty.
Okay, Komori, what would you like to do?
Since we have do we still have the telepathic thing going on here?
No.
No.
Oh, fair. Komori is just very confused as to what the fuck is going on. Because it's just like, looks at everything going around, just like,
Here's an important question for Komori, I feel like.
What's my movement
DM,
speed?
No, DM, do these barbarians look like they're just gonna immediately try to murder us?
Yeah. Yeah, these barbarians do.
There's your answer, Komori.
They are very aggressive. Komori, you kind of get in the little bit of words that you've picked up, you kind of get the sense of, like, kill them, get rid of them. Like, they are aggressively pulling out weapons and starting to run.
So it's one of those.
Yeah.
Heard, understandable, have a nice day. In that case, Well, I might as well just use my movement. So base movement 40 feet. And I figure I don't really have any ranged attacks. So, you know, just kind of dash up to about here.
Go for it.
Actually, I want to go over here so that way I spread out a little more.
Smart.
Because we did get the message to do that. Hold on.
Yee.
Hold on, I just gotta figure out where the fuck that was again. Okay, now I know. Heard. So yeah, using my action to dash, and we're right there. And that's it for me.
Okay, it is now my little dragon wormling's turn.
No.
Yes.
No.
The dragon, and actually, you guys watch as he drops what looks to be some sort of chain, and barks out a word that you don't understand. And the dragon takes off, flying through the air, and he's dragging. He looks like he has something around his neck and a chain dragging. So this dragon is more of a pet and is definitely on some sort of leash.
Is the dragon faster than me?
You made me lose count. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I'm just gonna go back. It's fine. What do you mean is the dragon faster than you?
I was... Because we have the same,
Initiative? Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
notice that. I'm so sorry. No, you are definitely faster than the dragon. You definitely have more than a... Yeah. So, I will let you go first.
I was trying to do it where it's the 12.18.
And now
but
it just says
it
point
keeps-
18. It's okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Hold
It's
on.
fine.
No, I fixed it. Before he goes, he starts taking off. We all know what's gonna happen here.
Yep. Everybody's close.
The fish meme. It's glorious.
You're gonna need to move forward a bit.
No, I don't. I have 150 feet.
Oh, I thought it was 120.
Like perfect, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Light
It
it
was
up.
the first thing I checked. Miss DM, Sir DM. So, but no, I can reach here, right? Yeah, I can. So I'd like to do this gloriousness.
Okay. I go
He
ahead
is-
and roll. Oh yeah, these guys.
He is a 2-trick pony. Oh, I keep rolling ass on
And
these
one trick is
fireballs.
fireball.
he has 2 tricks, and it is fireball, and when that no longer works, it is Eldritch Blast. And if he throws something in for funsies, we're in deep shit, guys.
Okay. The shaman fails with a 13. All of the berserkers fail with a 10. Mr. Man also fails with a nat 1.
Yeah.
Oh shit. These berserkers are different berserkers. They have the wrong thing. Hold on. So you do 23 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me just adjust. I had the wrong health and they had the health of the previous berserkers. No wonder. I was like, this fight seems way too easy. That makes way more sense.
Yeah, just give them all like 100 more health. It'll be fine.
That's
Yeah,
what
just
Shorty wanted anyway.
But no, I imagine this as Desira's yelling like, "Hey, don't fight us! We don't want to fight you!" And you just hear Nyx Ravasi mutter, "Well, I'm gonna fucking fight," and just shoots the fireball.
And what happens is as this fireball explodes, definitely decreeing your aggression, as the dragon is taking off, you notice that this little white dragon is quite a bit of damage to it, and immediately its wings start like tearing, and the wings are struggling as this creature takes off and attempts to get to Komori and does, just barely.
All right, I'm also gonna.
Crappy. Oh, sorry, I didn't give you a bonus action or movement, but
Yeah, no worries.
It was in character.
It was very in character. I'm gonna move this way. No, I'm gonna leave space for the lovely Nyx.
oh, Neptune just opened my door. The door was like fully shut, and Neptune like stood up and opened it. Good job, kitty.
Oh, please.
Oh my gosh, she actually had the brain cell.
I know.
What a baby.
And as I see the dragon going up to Komori, I'm gonna yell over. I started it. You finish it off, and I will bardic you.
Okay.
You got it.
You now have Bardic.
And
Okay.
that's my turn, DM.
Are you gonna do it to Zyra?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this non-lethally because I feel really bad killing a baby dragon.
I'm
gonna try. I don't know if I can non-radiant a guiding bolt.
It doesn't hit anyway. So I have mixed feelings about that, and I'll noodle on how I feel about that, but it doesn't matter because I think like your emotions get the best of you, and as you let out the guiding bolt, you just like immediately see one of the wormlings that you worked with for a while, and you just pull back a little too quickly and it misses.
Mm-hmm.
But the wormling, however, is very aggressive and bites at you, Komori.
I can try.
That's 7 to hit.
That's a big no.
It is not looking great. So, now it is the shaman's turn. So the shaman is okay, whatever. It's fine. The shaman is going to cast is going to rush forward. And as a bonus action, a bunch of these like ancient necromantic spirits begin to roll around it, and Komori, I need you to make I think it's a wisdom saving throw for spirit guardians. Wisdom save, please. Thank you.
Fucking spirit guardians.
Fair and
Wow, these guys mean business.
it's a middling 11.
Okay, so with an 11, which just misses.
Oh.
You have my bardic. You have my bardic.
Oh, wait, that's true, and it's a D8.
It's a D6 still.
It was like a 50-50 shot. It's fine.
There you go.
Turn to a 14. Thank you, generous host.
I need you
Okay.
alive.
So, with that being said,
I've been
as
told.
these spirits come around you, you begin to feel it take over your head, and you just remember the encouragement from Ravasi as you overcome. And it doesn't affect you nearly as much as you take half of that, which is 7 necrotic damage.
So 7, you said?
7.
Hard. Thank you. For everyone playing along out there, my max HP is 69.
Nice.
Nice.
It's no longer nice. This has become a threat.
Okay. That is her turn. It is now Harshnag's turn. Harshnag is very far behind, so he will... I'll check his movement. Okay, that's what I thought. He is going to stand here. That is all he can do is dash, and he will act as a human shield for you, Ravasi.
Oh.
And
That's
that is
very
the
kind
end
of
of his turn. So now it is all of my barbarians. All of them.
Oh, they didn't just die?
No, they're still alive.
Lame.
These barbarians are way better than the other ones you saw.
You didn't all
Lame.
Allegedly.
You guys should all just perish. You look so silly right now. I feel like I'm about to get my ass beat by them. This is fine.
I mean, how much is
you,
Bravasti into that?
They are really far away, so all they can do is dash. But they will spread out a bit. After I move them forward. Okay. That is their turn. Nyx, what would you like to do?
So far, I'll run up and Eldritch Blast the green dot one because it has a green dot.
Valid. That seems to be the leader. It was the one holding the dragon.
22. Wait. I'm confused.
Waiting.
I rolled
It's
initiative.
infinite.
What is going on?
It sent an initiative.
It freaked out at you.
I think it did too. Something seems to be wrong with my extension for some reason. Hold on.
It's okay. 14 does hit.
That's initiative. 21.
21 does also hit.
It's 15 damage.
Nice. Okay, as a bolt of energy smacks into
Thank
it.
you to whoever gave me inspiration. I will use it there.
Okay, sounds good. DM inspiration to Shorty from the chat is now saving his booty.
20.
20 does hit.
Okay, 9 more damage.
Okay. As you rush forward, 2 bolts of eldritch energy hitting into it.
That is all. I'm trying to fix my extension, so ignore me for now.
What was your initiative originally? It's 14 now.
It was like a 4 or something. I rolled a natural 1 on it.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, I don't think I skipped you. I'm so confused. Alrighty. With that being said, top of the round, it is you, Tazira.
Alrighty, Tazira's heart is so not in this, but she is going to hop on her broom, fly right over here, and then I am going to, I think that shaman's the biggest threat. They might be able to cast spells.
They did
so
just cast a spell.
They did, yeah, they just cast a spell. Actually, they might be able to cast a spell, I say as I look at the spirits whipping around them. I'm gonna take a action. Aw. You know what? I'm gonna replace. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna. And then I'm going to once again guiding bolt on this motherfucker.
The shaman or the dragon?
Shaman.
Okay, a 14 does hit.
Yippee! 13 radiant, and the next attack on him has advantage.
So as the bolt flies wide, you watch as some of the necrotic energy from the spirit guardians catches it and pushes it off to the side. But as they're doing that, you see an opening as the guiding bolt goes through, lighting the shaman up as they fall to their knees, not looking too good. Let me see if they hold on to that. They need to roll a
10 or
or
above.
higher. They roll a 14. They still have it.
Gotcha, and then I will just tuck back a little bit more into this little crevasse.
Okay, Mori.
So seeing over to Tazira, just noticing that they're not fully into it, just sighs and just goes, You're lucky. I can't show you really how to take a bite out of someone. Towards the wormling goes, but I can show you something else. And we are going to rage.
Yay!
Get that rolling.
Sorry for coughing in everybody's ear.
I didn't hear any coughing.
Sorry for coughing in all of chat's ear that Discord did not pick up for my players.
I heard it from all the way across the hallway.
It doesn't matter
Sorry
for
for
you.
coughing in your ear across the hallway.
Fuck Kenny in particular, apparently.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, what are you? You're
Anyway,
raging?
Yup, I'm raging. I'm choosing the Form of the Beast claws so I can get that third attack going.
Go for it.
I want to try and start on the wormling here, but I want to do it non-lethally for Tazira's sake. Okay, so first attack. I don't think that makes it.
Against which
twitch.
one?
On the wormling.
The wormling, no, it does not make it.
I had a feeling. That's why we did 3 non-lethal.
That
Okay,
just makes
maybe?
it.
Okay, I don't know how bad, so I'm gonna roll the damage first. And I believe we realize that doesn't take my strength modifier into account for the rage.
It does not.
If I
So
remember
it should
correctly.
be adding 2. So 8 total.
Yep, that is correct.
Okay, it's not looking good as you like pull out one of its legs and kind of I don't know.
Yup.
I'm sad now. I don't want to talk about killing a dragon.
I said non-lethally.
I know. You incapacitate its leg.
Well, no. Basically, yes, I'm using the claws, but I can still go about it just being like, not like knocking, like trying to knock its legs out from underneath it.
Gotta love when a player like helps the DM with a description because I icked
Also,
myself
because
out.
I have the Form of the Beast claws. When I take it once on each of my turns, taking an attack, I get an additional attack.
Okay, it's not looking too great. It looks like you could probably knock it out very easily. Oh, except you miss.
By one?
Yes.
The audacity of this DM.
Don't worry, I'll kill it.
It's fine.
Oh. They were trying to non-lethally kill it, which is hilarious.
Ah, yes, the barbarian. All right, fine. I'll non-lethal it just for our one friend. Everyone else, nah, fuck that dragon in particular.
Yep, pretty much.
What? I said fuck them wormlings.
Any other movement or anything?
No, that's it. We are rocking and rolling.
Hey, Ravasi.
I'm gonna look over at Tazira, fireball forming in my hand, and then pause for a second.
I just give you the saddest look, but I close my eyes and nod.
I just...
What do? Need a battle?
He just sighs, and then aims a little higher, as not to hit the dragon.
Okay.
Let's see if I can...
Yeah.
Would
I'll
I technically get that shaman?
I'll allow it. Sure.
It's barely in though. It's just getting his little toesies.
Here, let's just roll a dex saving throw to see if they make it. They do make it. Okay. So, I will roll for all of my berserkers.
Okay, that's my... We're gonna have to take a little nap after this, guys.
Ooh, all of my berserkers pass except my main guy who fails. Oh my gosh. The main guy is toasted. He's like, his whole body explodes in flames and he screams and dies.
So many sixes!
Half of that
Remember,
is
folks.
15 plus 2. 17.
It's not the amount of spell slots; it's what you do with them.
This is true. This is true.
Okay, as the rest of them light up, they're not looking too great from that.
Awesome.
as they
I'm
begin
going to stay-
bark orders in their language.
I'm going to stay behind my friend. And there's a small, and he's still kind of like side glancing to Zyra, like, did I do it good?
Gives you a thumbs up. Very grateful looking.
I'm gonna shoot Komori another bardic and say, you can do it! I believe! You can not kill the dragon! Good job!
Thank you.
The dragon steps over here. And I assume you were done. Sorry, I assumed you weren't moving.
No, that was it.
And Komori gets you and its cone. And as it breathes, its little baby cone, as it breathes an icy blast of hail on you, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, man, not a deck save.
Nope.
It is an effect you can see? Oh, wait, no, it's
Yeah, it is, but it's only on con. But hey, I do well at con.
Yippee!
Okay,
Oh, it was
you
a deck
pass,
save.
so that 15 cold damage gets hacked to 7
Hell yeah.
as it breathes ice on you.
I'm sorry. Did you just have a mint? Do you have any more of those?
Oh,
She's so snarky for being ragey right now.
I know.
That's for true rage, is just being like that bitch.
I was gonna say just being a little
Oh,
bitch.
Ravasi is actually being an influence on her.
Komori,
Oh, no.
I forgot to have you do something on your turn. Can you roll me another wisdom saving throw? For Spirit
Okay.
Guardians?
Oh, fair.
Okay, you pass, so you take 5 necrotic damage.
That is fine.
Okay. It is the shaman's turn, unless there's anything else you would like to do.
Oh, me? No.
Oh, it was the dragon's turn anyway. Never mind, I don't care.
Oh. What?
Gonna step forward and flank and hit you with advantage. 17 to hit.
That's my AC exactly.
Okay, 8 piercing, half to 4 because you're raging.
What was this? Pack tactics?
No, they're flanking.
Oh.
Okay.
So human pack tactics.
Yeah. Harshnag is going to move forward. And step on the body of the one that he did that is dead, and is going to. Yeah, I think this is funny. He's gonna grab one of them. I'm gonna just roll a kind
Throw
of
them.
athletics check.
Throw them.
Yeah,
Throw
110%
them.
gonna
Throw.
throw.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's go bowling.
let's see.
I'm
He
pleased when
makes
the
it.
DM makes the
He is
choice
going
I
to
wish him.
throw him. How far? He's going to throw him to Nyx because he thinks it's funny. 60 feet? Yeah, I'll say he could do that. He rolled like really high on his athletics check. So he won the grapple. He picks up this berserker and chucks him right at the ground in front of Nyx. That is going to be. Because he has giant strength. He threw him 60 feet, so that's 66. So 14 damage. Which, by the way, I need you to know this is way less damage than he would do if he hit him with his frickin' axe.
You really went as a treat.
Yeah. He doesn't think feels pretty confident, so he'll kind of just grapple another one and just kind of hold on to them. Actually, no. I ruled in the Craigcat fight that grappling was one of his attack actions, and throwing was another attack action. So that is his turn. These two berserkers are going to go at Harshnag, Reckless. One of them, all of them miss. So you're just watching as they are like attacking his legs, and his greaves are just shooting off sparks of the steel, and he's just walking forward like they are ants to him.
I think I can't cast any more fireballs because people are in my range.
This one's also going to attack him recklessly and misses. And then Komori, that is an attack at you at advantage. That's a 20
That's a hit.
for 13 slashing, half to 2-6. I'm rolling poorly tonight. Luckily for you.
Yeah, even with all my damage resistance and
Okay,
whatnot.
Nyx, this berserker is prone before you.
I will murder him.
Yep, Harshnag has seen what you have done, can do, and has gifted you someone
22.
to take with your Death's Reckoning, and you hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
17 damage.
Nice. You absolutely cleave this creature, this guy, in half. And this
Alright.
berserker falls to the ground dead.
Alright, I can't make it over here to assist Komori, so I will attack again.
Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw as you enter into the Spirit Guardian range.
For sure. 15.
Okay, you succeed, so you take half of 9, which is 4 damage.
What kind?
Necrotic.
Okay. I attack.
Go for it.
I miss. 15.
No, you hit.
I hit.
Yes.
I kill. 14.
The dragon's AC is way higher. You do not kill, unfortunately. This berserker has not been hit by any of the fireballs, nor hit at all yet.
It was the one I couldn't get. Damn.
Ah, revive me.
You failed, Nyx.
I've literally done more damage than anyone. Never mind.
It doesn't matter. You failed, Nyx. Okay.
I'll suffer
I am
my
done.
own- I'll suffer my own consequences, I guess.
Okay.
Like you do.
Okay. What are you doing, Zyra?
Alrighty, if I remember correctly, the shaman has not had an attack against them yet, right?
She has attacked with a spear. She's also
But
not looking too good.
No, I'm saying my other guiding bolt hasn't been used up yet, correct?
Oh yeah, correct. No one has hit her.
Beautiful. I'm gonna chill touch her at first for 27 hit for 6 necrotic.
What does your chill touch look like?
So there is just this moment where it's not a skeletal hand. It's more so just this thing of just dark matter. It is this absent void of space almost that just latches on and starts to, similar to how you see the light of a black hole be sucked in, you see just like little portions of whatever that life essence is being taken out as the hand rests onto her shoulder.
And what happens is, as it does, it rests onto her shoulder, and you watch as the skin in places pulls back, and she screams, and then all of the lights in the area go dark as her spirit guardians end, and she just falls and collapses on the ground.
I didn't think I'd kill her.
She was on 2 HP.
We'll turn to the person in front of Komori then, and I'm going to hit them with a Starry Bolt.
This one right here?
I will not hit them with a nat 1,
Okay.
and that is my turn.
Okay, Komori, what would you like to do?
Decisions.
Do I attack this one with my claws or this one with my claws?
There's options if they try to gang up on me. Let's go after the dragon wormling first, non-lethally. Nope.
Hey, can
Yes?
you stop rolling 2s?
I'm trying.
Okay, so the first attack misses. The second attack hits as it's on 1 HP as you just conk this little dragon wormling over the head and they fall down and are unconscious.
You
And
just
then
like
I'm
just
gonna
do like
look
the
to the
back
other-
of the hand.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm just gonna look at the other two and just go, you, however, aren't going to be as lucky. And we're gonna smack this one here with the last attack.
Which one?
The one on my left here.
Okie dokie.
To the west. I'm guessing a 12 does not hit.
12 just hits.
Oh. Alright, so 7 slashing.
Okay, as your claws rake through their armor.
That is going to be it for my turn.
Sounds good. Ravasi, what would you like to do?
I have no more fireballs. So, I guess I do what I do when I don't fireball.
You cry?
On, this one right here. For 13 damage, DM.
Which one? I'm so sorry, I missed. It's...
This one.
Okay, thank you. Okay, a 15 does hit for 13 damage as a bolt flies into it. He takes it in the shoulder and is holding his shoulder as he's trying to swing his axe in his rage.
I was an 11. Does that hit?
11 just misses.
Oh. I can't bardic myself. Oh my ass.
Not yet.
Not. What?
Oh, maybe that's just a lore bard thing.
Yeah, that's just a lore bard thing.
I forgot. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, I'm gonna stay right where I am.
Okay. Dragon's unconscious, Shaman's dead. It is Harshnag's turn. He's going to pick up the one, attempt to pick up the one that you, just essentially killed. Or almost killed. Let me see if he does. Harshnag does. Picks him up and chucks him over here. Let's see if this kills him. I'm gonna roll my 66. Nice, it does. As he smacks against the wall and dies. There's just a crunch, and he's laughing, and he grins at you, Kamori. Just a camaraderie of battle. It is my barbarians' turns as they. Ooh! Finally, one hits Harshnag. The second.
I'm going to replace that with a 2, actually.
He's a huge giant. He's gonna be fine. But
It's
okay.
the principle.
It's the principle, the frustration. I'm here for it. Absolutely here for it.
I don't
That's
like
my
dragon.
That's valid. As you see the grin and the excitement as it's finally finding purchase, and then just the second rewinds for just a little moment as suddenly it clangs off against the armor, and you just see the disappointment, the what possibility could have been, and it's no longer. These berserkers will attack Kamori with advantage. Oh my god, I rolled 2 natural 20s, I'm not joking.
Oh no.
Bring it on, come on.
Okay.
Silvery barbs, bitch.
Okay.
Oh!
Okay. Silvery Barb's one of them. Which one do you want to Silvery Barbs?
I don't think it matters.
Well, I'm asking you to choose because I know what damage each one does.
That one.
Okay. Sounds good. So, the first one is 16 slashing damage, which is half to 8 because you're raging. The second one is still a 24 to hit, but it is no longer a crit, and it is 6 slashing damage, which is 3. Okay.
We're halfway there.
Living on a prayer?
Okay, Nix, so what are you doing?
We're like 29 HP.
I will attack this one again to help my friend Kamori.
Go for it.
I think it hits 15.
Yes, it does.
14 damage.
Okay, as you cleave into it, he's starting to not look so good.
Oh shoot, I was
Alright.
gonna give advantage to I was gonna give advantage to Nyx.
Okay, go ahead. You can have advantage, Nyx. Check crit.
No crit.
Okay, go ahead.
But now I murder him.
Roll some damage. Okay, with 14 slashing damage, it's not quite enough. He is still up.
I
Just
give
die.
Ravasi a side eye.
This isn't my fault! You should hit better! He yells that.
Okay,
I'm
Zyra.
disappointed, but my turn is over.
Oh,
Zyra.
I will just sigh, and I'm gonna hopefully black hole another man.
Terrifying. Which one are you black holing?
The one that was nearly dead.
You're gonna steal Nyx's kill, damn. Luckily, the 9 damage is not quite enough, as the black hole begins to suck out, and you see, like, the kind of shadow of energy being pulled out, as it falls to a knee for a moment. But he's still up.
Nick, want him dead? I'll take that as a yes.
Nyx, do you reply?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Nyx, do you want him dead?
Better than alive.
And I will let loose a starry shot.
And what happens is it's a shot that would have been lethal, but he manages to stand up just in a moment, and it goes through his, like, side, and so his side is, like, not held together, and he's barely hanging on at 1 HP.
So Zyra's gonna
Man,
turn
just
around
did not die.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and puke in my mouth a little bit, and then my turn.
Oh, baby girl. Okay. Kamori, what would you like to do?
Ooh, that's a little grim. Ugh. Damn. Anyway, so the one's knocked out. Is this one still up and running?
That
was the
one
on 1 HP.
Is on 1 HP, and the one in front of you is about half.
Nick, do you want this last guy, or do you want me to, or do you want to take care of him? Either way.
I'm not some weird murder psychopath. I just want them dead so we're done with this.
You know what? Fair and valid. And Kamori's just gonna hit that one there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's fucking dead. He's super dead. You, like, grab... I'm sorry, this is gonna get a little graphic. Plug your ears. You just, like, grab his throat and pull it out. Just falls down.
Oh, and you see Kamori's just, like, has this look of astonishment. Just like, I thought you were stronger.
Okay.
And just, like... And then just at that point, just throws it to the other guy here as she uses the rest. Basically throws it right in his face to go use her other 2 attacks. It's fine.
Amazing. Also, I am here for raged but raged as sassy Kamori.
Me too. Both hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
Fuck yeah. Like I said, I think Ravasi is like rubbing off on her a little bit.
Just a little.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Wait, did it post both damage? Because it looks like it only did the one.
It only did 1.
Okay, let's try that again. There we go.
Okay.
So 7 for the first and 11 for the second. So 18 total.
Perfect. He's hanging on by a thread.
A thread, you say?
Not like a small thread, like a decent thread, but not like a thread. Okay, whatever. Anything else, Kamori?
Language. Nope, that is it for me.
Okay. Which one?
A thread, you say?
Oh, I see what's happening. As you fire the Eldritch Blast, and just for a moment, it connects with him, and you see a tug of life that leaves its life force as he falls down to the ground as it goes back to Ravasi.
Cool.
Oh shit, Zari saw that. Oh no. Just Wait, shit, can Desira see that now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, shit.
You just
Desi-
watch a little bit in the corner, her eyes widen, and her hand reaches for her journal mid-combat.
Desira, every kill Ravasi does, almost every kill Ravasi has done here, reaches like a red ribbon back to him.
Mid-note.
Aggressive
And
type.
combat.
Anyway, here's my second attack on this guy, but that's a 10.
I think you notice Tazira noticing and pulling out her journal mid-combat, and you start to realize the implications.
He's got that face of like, I want you to know, but I also really don't want you to know. And the blast goes wide.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It's smashing.
With that being said, Harshnag picks up the Berserker and tosses him in between you two. I think that's only 30, so 3 6s. That is his attack action and his second attack action. Takes 10 damage as he chucks one in between you, and he just shouts out, "Get them, friends!" That is his turn. Oh no, I zoomed out instead of switching initiative. That freaked me out. This one will get up from prone and I guess try to hit Nyx, and is going to do Reckless. 20 to hit for 7 slashing.
Angry that Ravasi has not taken care of this one, I will look at Ravasi as my mom looks at me when I make no-no jokes, and I will hellish rebuke this barbarian.
What's funny is you now know what your mom looks like at you when you make no-no
I meant
jokes.
my mom, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Go ahead and hellish rebuke. What do I roll? Wisdom or charisma?
What did I do?
It's a dex.
A dex.
No,
It's an
seriously, what
8.
did Ravasi do this time?
You didn't kill this
I
one.
like what Ravasi didn't do.
I killed.
It's a DC 16. Nothing works for me right now, though.
Okay, he fails with an 8. Go ahead and roll me some damage. I'm sorry that nothing is working for you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But I murder him.
Yeah, you absolutely destroy him. As Harshnag chucks him at your feet, he goes sliding, he stands up and tries to attack you with the axe, and as it cleaves, you just burst of purple fire as this guy goes flying and completely dead.
Ignore that.
Okay. The other Berserker did not hit Harshnag. Okay, next it is your turn.
I'll run down here and murder this one.
Go for it.
Oh, it's all broken again.
You just fixed it!
I don't know. 28 to hit.
Absolutely.
Uh, 15 damage.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Definitely.
14 damage.
Okay, how do you finish this combat next?
I will slice him once, and then on my second attack when I hit, I'll just put my hand over his face and drain his life and make him an accursed specter to follow me around after.
What?
Oh, thing.
Oh my gosh. Amazing. So
Okay,
now,
so now I have a little ghosty boy.
now you have a little ghosty boy. Hold on. How can I give you a ghosty boy? Well, just drop another one of your tokens and put a dot on it.
Little ghosty Nyx, okay.
Aw, that's cute though.
Okay. We are now out of combat. Nyx has a little ghosty boy as you watch her draw this person's life force into a specter. The dragon is still unconscious, and Harshnag claps you on the shoulder, Nyx, and is just laughing in joy.
I'm gonna just nod at you at the specter and go, "That's new." And then I am gonna go sit on those stairs for a little short rest to nap. If I
Thanks,
can.
my best friend failed me, so I had to make a new one.
Who's your best friend?
That hurts. And then I'll walk away crying on my Spectre's shoulder. Fake crying.
He looks really confused and then goes, "Wait! Who's your best friend? Why are you sad?
I can't hear you over my tears.
Are you sad at me? Wait, am I your..." And he's gonna run after you.
Okay. So Komori and Tazira, there is an unconscious dragon. What would you like to do?
Okay.
Rory, can you help me drag him to the entrance?
I was gonna say, I don't know what you're expecting to. I don't know what you're expecting to do with him here. Like, he's gonna wake up, he's gonna be pissed again, and do you have a way to talk to him?
Yeah, I
Then?
speak to
Wait, is it a boy dragon or a girl dragon? How do you tell?
I will lift the leg and tell.
It is a girl dragon.
Sorry, she. It's about the plating. If you see that there's a double divide, then it's a male. But if it's just one, then it's a female.
Oh.
Is
Uh-huh.
that actual D&D lore?
That's how snakes work.
That's you right.
That's just
Pardon
CC
me.
lore. That's just
You know what?
CC science facts.
I know nothing. I will just take it as science fact and move on.
Absolutely, me too.
Anyway. Yeah, all right. We can bring her to the entrance. Granted. Wait, does this mean we're adopting a dragon potentially?
No, I don't know if I should tell her what the bias is and let case Tobias wants another dragon to teach, but I don't know. I don't want to kill her. We just got dragons into the world to try and bring balance for the giants that are out of balance, and now killing a dragon, I don't know. It doesn't really seem like.
I mean, it's still probably got to be better than what she was doing before.
Yeah. And
I'll
I
bring-
Is there anything interesting on the dragon?
No, there is not anything interesting on the dragon.
Scales. Teeth.
Yeah, scales and teeth, but those are very difficult to pull off.
I was gonna say,
Especially
I
alive.
assume I'm not allowed to have a scale, Tazira.
if one naturally sheds off, then you may take it.
I'll take it.
Yeah, sure. Without looking. There's a scale that definitely fell off in the burst
He's
of
handy.
energy.
Alrighty. And I guess once we get to the entrance, I will just I'll put down a pack of rations. I will actually take out a little tin crown emblazoned with gemstones, almost exactly like the one Ravasi had. Funnily enough, and just kind of put it on the dragon's head, and then I'm just gonna scrawl out a note which says, I don't know, it'll be something about, I know white dragons are prideful, so I'll be like, "Sorry for felling you, oh terrible one. Please show mercy and enjoy these mountain vistas to yourself as the new queen of this land." And I will just, like, I don't know, roll her into a snow pile.
Okay, are you removing the collar?
Yes.
Okay. So you take the collar off, easy enough with Komori's help carry this dragon out front. It's hard, the dragon's very heavy, but Komori is very strong. And
We also have a giant friend.
you do. But Harshnag is so thrilled to just be cheering Komori on. If Komori wants to show off strength, Harshnag's all for it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So, with that being said, you have done so. For the sake of things, I'm going to Zyra, I'm just gonna have you roll a luck check, and because of your knowledge with dragons, I will give you an advantage on a luck check.
Oh, hell yeah. That is a 57.
Okay, sounds good. So, there's now a dragon in the world, maybe.
Well, we'll see.
All right.
Would this have maybe taken an hour?
No. But I will say, for the sake of things, you guys, it probably took a good 20 minutes. You guys have not like poked around really much either. So if you would like to take some time to do so, you absolutely can.
I'm trying to get a short rest in and get spell slots back. If people are chill with that.
Yeah, I'll poke around a little bit.
Yeah, why not? Take a look around.
We're shutting the door if anybody asked for me. Okay.
I heard nothing.
Sorry,
You're
what makes you
fine.
go out?
No, it's because I'm hearing myself in your mic and it's bugging me.
Why are we whispering?
I don't know. Okay, with that being said, Ravasi is attempting a short rest on the stairs. I will say for the sake of things, unless you are actively choosing to rest with Ravasi, you will not get a short rest here. So if you are taking time to poke around, that will be poke around. So where would
Actually, yeah, I'll take a short rest.
Maury, come sit with me.
All right. You know what? That's fair. I'm hurting a little.
Is Kamori's hair long enough to braid?
You know what? All things considered, I think it could be at this point.
He is going to offer to braid your hair out of your face.
Oh, okay. Like she's just like, she's very unsure what the hell is going on with that.
Your hair is now plaited out of your face.
I mean, do you have a mirror or anything?
you absolutely have a mirror. Are you kidding me?
He probably does.
110%.
I do actually. Like, I legit. Okay, so he pulls out a mirror, and you don't see anything in it when he holds it up to you, and he goes, "Wait, shit, wrong one." And he stuffs that back in his bag, and he pulls out a different hand mirror that you can see yourself in.
Wait, what was that?
Oh, he pulls out the other one, and he goes, "My mom's, likes really weird trinkets. This one only reflects inanimate objects." And to show you, he pulls out, like, a dagger, and then, like, when he lets go of it, he, like, shows it in the mirror, but then when it looks at you, you don't see yourself. I don't know.
Weird, but
My mom just kind of weird shit just kind of spawns in my bags as I travel around. Not recently. I meant like around my house. My mom likes putting weird shit. I have a lot of weird shit. It's fine. It works out.
You know I have to ask at this point, is your mom a hoarder? Like, does she need help getting out?
No, the house is very clean, but that's also because we have 20 housekeepers. There's a lot of things to clean.
There's a very vacant stare at the mention of 20 housekeepers.
I don't think we technically... No, we do need that many. Mom added the new wing.
There's a 1,000-yard stare from Komori at that point.
Go Biffle.
Rather have a root beer
Anyway,
float.
but
No salt
yeah,
or caramel.
Komori's
Float
going
time.
to
Okay.
look. Yeah, Komori's just gonna take a look at
Sure,
herself,
Mike.
and I think she's gonna almost get a bit of a flashback to like one of the times from like remembering like having her hair braided by someone when she was younger, like when she's had the normal flashbacks and everything.
Yeah.
And it's like a quick snippet of that.
Okay, so it's just a quick snippet as you're looking in this mirror. You just see your childhood self that you've only seen a couple of times in reflections of water, and so a very clear like reflection, very beautiful light blue skinned hands as you hear a giggle, as it feels like a friend, the girl you've seen a couple of times, giggling as she's braiding your hair kind of shittily, but there are pearls and shells woven in it.
And wait, so is my skin light blue or is hers?
Hers.
Okay.
You were a dark-skinned human and she had light blue skin.
Yeah, it's like you can't see it's like the way how like sometimes like the faces are sort of blocked out a bit, but you can kind of see mouths and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this is probably one of the clearest it's been.
Yes.
And then Komori's just gonna again 1,000-yard stare at that.
Do you want to keep the mirror?
Oh, sorry. Whew.
You can keep the mirror.
No. It's not that. Thank you.
Oh,
And it's one of the few times you see a genuine like wry smile on her face.
I know he looks. There's a lot of emotions on his face, and he just kind of shoves the mirror at you, and he goes, "Don't worry, I have another one."
It's less about the mirror and more what it let me see. So,
Can refill
thank you.
because
Chat says hello, by the way. And by chat, I just mean Nicholas.
chat says hello.
Fair.
Nicholas says hello.
As we pull away from this touching moment, Tazira, you said you were exploring. Nyx, are you taking a short rest or are you exploring?
I'll just help Zari.
Okay, sounds good.
If you want to rest next, you can do so. I can always have Mippet be an extra pair of eyes.
Nobody wants me today. Fine, I'll go look alone. I will now not help her and go look alone.
Biggs, I wasn't saying I don't want you to help. I was saying you could rest.
It's too late. Me and Ghosty will look in this corner.
Harshnag will lift you up so that you can go up here. Okay, so with that being said, Nyx, we're gonna follow you quickly as you peer down this hallway, and it seems to be a portcullis that... Oh no, it didn't reveal. Did it reveal? It revealed! It seems to be a super huge portcullis that looks into... you can kind of get a picture of a room beyond, but it's really difficult to see.
Why is it difficult to see?
Just because all you get is a straight line. And it doesn't seem like you can't really see anything in that straight line.
Oh, okay.
It just looks like a room beyond.
Cool. I'll just look at it, I guess.
Okay, is there anywhere else you would like to go?
No, I'll just sit here sad.
Okay. Where would you like to go, Tazira?
So Nyx just checked out the door. Am I understanding that right?
No, Nyx checked out, over here where actual Nyx is.
Gotcha. Alrighty. I am going to check out this door then. Because obviously the barbarians are having a hell of a time trying to get this thing open.
Yes.
And I will use Mippet for advantage and guidance myself.
Okay. So what you actually see is you see a huge 30-foot tall granite doors that are carved with the images of giant gods locked in battles with dragons. They are coated with ice, and so it is very difficult to see much. And it looks like it would be very hard to open it.
Do I see an easier way with my natural 29, nat 20?
What you assume is that Harshnag's gonna have to open these doors.
Gotcha. I guess in that instance, then I will just start, during the break, realizing that I will just start doing a little bit of produce flame on the seam, to melt the seam of the ice on the door a little bit, and then I guess I will just take some really detailed notes about the architecture and do some drawings of this place and all.
Okay. Is there anything else, anywhere else anybody would like to poke around?
Oh yeah, pockets.
Oh yeah, you can absolutely check pockets. Easy enough. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. You poke through all their pockets. Nobody has anything except for, and you pull out an amulet that has a symbol that you recognize as the Great Worm tribe. So you assume that this was the chief that you were actually asked to kill. And it seems to be a magical amulet. You also have a sack that is containing 7 100-piece gemstones. Just random gemstones.
Ooh, are any of these a diamond?
Roll... Roll me a luck check. Let's do that.
Not a
What's the-
1D1000, 1D100.
1d100.
No, 1d1.
Oh,
107.
no. No, none of them.
Gotcha. I am going to question for Cloggy. Do I know if she has a favorite gemstone, and if so, is her favorite gemstone amongst these?
Her favorite gemstone is an emerald, and I will say sure.
Beautiful. I'm just gonna holler out, "Hey guys, I found some gemstones and a magical amulet. I'm gonna take one of these to give to Cloggy as a thank you for the info later."
Okay, that's fine.
Beautiful. Do any of you guys want any of this? Come on, Ravasi. I know you like shiny stuff.
Do they actually do things, or are they just ornaments?
They're just ornaments.
Then no, I'm good.
Come on, Ravasi. And I'll just like hold out the gems towards you.
Smell, you're muted if you're talking.
I have been talking.
So I
It's
pulled
not
a Kenny. That does not count.
It doesn't,
No,
but it
holy
is
shit.
funny. Look at that, just for you.
Thank you. I'm honored. I'd like to thank the Academy.
Ravasi will offer to Braidwin, and yeah, he'll take them if Tazira doesn't want them for any like particular thing.
I might
Ravasi will take them.
I might just take one or two for like potential spells later, but if you want, I'm sure you like shiny stuff.
Always.
Nix, do you want a gemstone?
No thanks.
Nix, I'm gonna give you a gemstone.
Please don't. Actually, I'm allergic, so.
Ah, shucks. And I guess I'll just hand over 4 of the gemstones over to you, Ravasi. Do a 4-3 split.
Cool. And how much were they, DM?
They're just 100 GP gemstones.
Just worth 100 gold.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I will just sit down and ritual cast Identify on the amulet with the rest of the time.
Absolutely. I will say you guys easily can take your short rest here. Next, considering you just poked around one area, I will also allow you to take a short rest if you would like it. Get that spell slot back. And the ritual cast of Identify tells you that this is an amulet of, hold on. Proof against detection and location. So I will drop that link in the loot chat.
Tazira will look kind of actually a little bit interested, and go, "All right, nobody has to tell me right now, but if you don't need to be found more than anybody else in this party, this thing can help."
Huh.
Like, I don't have to come forward about it now. I'll hold on to this.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Keeps you from being able to have divination spells cast on you, and magical scrying sensors can't detect you. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Rivasi, you should wear that so Tazira can't divination you anymore.
Okay, that's mean.
I don't think that's how her magic works. Is that how your magic works?
I don't choose what visions come to me.
I was gonna say, because that's like vision timey-wimey stuff. It's not spells. Anyway. Right. I presume you have to attune to it, and I currently have everything I desire to be attuned to full. So.
Oh, shoot. Nyx. Komori. Either one of yous?
I don't think me or Kimura are very scared of people finding us.
I will start that attunement process then.
Okay.
In all
please-
fairness, I don't think anyone necessarily cares to find me.
I'd find you if you disappeared.
Yeah, we just follow the smell.
Or the dead bodies.
That's true.
Yeah, well, and they just gotta stop looking at me weird.
Okay, you guys have completed a short rest. So if there's any hit dice you would like to roll, please do so.
Okay.
Do I get these back on a short rest yet? No, I don't. Hey DM, do we level up?
No.
Darn.
Okay. With that being said, are you informing Mr. Harshnag, sir, that he needs to open the door?
Yeah.
Okay. With that being said, after you guys have decided that you are good and all healed up, he steps forward and he kind of pushes, and it takes a bit as he puts his foot back, and you hear ice beginning to crack as the doors part. And you now see a huge room. Thick frost clings to every surface of this 100-foot-high vaulted chamber. There's 7 enormous statues that dominate the room. The largest of them is an 80-foot-tall robed giant, his arms outstretched and his face hidden behind a stony cowl, facing a glowing archway on the east wall. Kneeling in rows to each side of the statue are 6 statues half its size, each impressive in its own right and depicting a paragon of a type of giant. Hill, stone, frost, fire, cloud, and storm. These smaller statues face the bigger one in the room's center. In their outstretched arms, all 5 giants hold weapons, gifts for the Allfather. Only the frost giant statue is unarmed. The archway you see is 40 feet wide and 40 feet tall. You see 6 different runes that are carved into it, each one inlaid in mithril, and a glowing mist fills the arch. Niches on the wall on either side contain empty, ice-covered sconces made of iron. And I will show you the room.
Yippee!
Ooh. Oh, I'm so zoomed in. Oh, I don't know what I'm looking
reminder, I apologize in advance. These maps are freaking huge. I split them up, and I made it so that they were one square is 5 feet like normal because I hate it otherwise.
They're so tight. These are so massive.
Yeah, they are ginormous. And so you guys are, yes, you are over there.
I used
Oh, Harshnag, why are you
Intuition.
no longer huge? That's large. Huge. I'm gonna fix Harshnag's token because that's bugging me.
Komori, are you coming?
What are you talking about? I'm right here.
Oh. He was looking around the other shoulder. Are the
Keep that
cracks
up. I
also
think-
here?
Yes.
I'm gonna tow one of them.
They seem to be fully encased in ice. As I said, the whole room is like covered in ice. And as you kind of look at it, Sly, you know how the ice and then the heat and then the ice and then the heat will eventually start to crack like concrete and stone? It feels like years and years of wear and tear and then a deep, deep freeze. Is what it kind of looks like for Sly. I don't know that Ravasi would know that, but
Okay, yeah, I know what that means.
Okay. Where would you guys like to go? What would you like to do?
I want to check out statues.
Yeah,
Okay. So, pretty evidently, this one down below is the hill statue.
Mm-hmm.
This one is the
Mhm.
fire statue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to know which one's which. It's kind of, it does not give me like an order. This one's
Is this one Cloud?
Storm. I think this one's Cloud.
Yeah, this one. I feel like this one's Cloud.
Yeah, I think this
and
one's Cloud. This
one
one's Stone for
stone.
sure.
Frost
Storm.
is upper mid.
You think Frost here? I was thinking Storm, because the wavy blue hair, and then this one's Frost.
But this one at the bottom right is Frost. Come on, guys.
Okay, so Frost, Storm, Cloud. Final answer.
I actually think this one's Frost, guys.
Oh my gosh.
That's clearly a hill giant.
I will.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Shirley, for correcting me.
You can tell by the red hair.
Okay, where would you guys like to do? There are 2 doors down on the south side, and there's 2 doors on the north side. Ignore the things marked S. I don't know why they indicate secret doors on frickin' player maps, but they did. And then these are the entrances to the portcullis areas.
Gotcha. I will have Miffit fly around to these southern and northern doors and just peek her head in.
Well,
Okay.
I'll have Morgan fly to the northern ones.
Okay. You fly to the southern doors, Mippet, and you see that they are completely covered in like ice. So
Gotcha.
wait, let me make sure that's correct. Yep, completely covered in ice. And then going to the northern doors, it appears that these doors look fine. They're just doors.
These doors look fine.
So as you guys are kind of walking around a bit more, it appears that the hill giant has a bone great club. The stone giant seems to have a stone boulder. The frost giant is missing something. It looks like he's supposed to be holding something and it's not there. The fire giant has an iron greatsword. The cloud giant has a mithril spear, and the storm giant has an adamantine trident.
Could you send those in chat for me for my notes?
Sure.
Thanks. Because I totally missed that, unfortunately.
That is A-okay.
Yeah, thank you, DM.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be a moment typing those, so if there's any conversation you wish to have, or if there's anything specifically that you want to go poke around and see.
Oh. I just had the very, intense impression of, I haven't made Morgan's token, so I'm making it right
Oh,
now.
valid.
I feel like at some point of poking around, Tazira's just gonna quote unquote accidentally bumble her way back to Ravasi, just kind of lean in and be like, actually, I'll just connect to your head. Why am I whispering? I'll just connect to your head and just kind of go, so, what was that?
What was what?
The whole thread thing and you healing thing after you killed somebody? I have a threat to you too. Are you gonna try and kill me? I trust you, but I don't trust you.
He kind of pauses for a moment. Remember? No. I remember he keeps fumbling his words. He's unsure of how to explain this in a more subtle way.
Is it like a fate thing of oh, so and so will die for whomstever or
Well, first of all, Nyx also gets healed after she takes a life. But his eyes kind of brighten for a second, and he looks at you. And this is very clearly him, like, giving you a look of, like, I'm about to do double speech. And
Got
he says this out loud to you very carefully. It is so interesting to see people's souls and to realize when they're bound up by certain gods. It's a very powerful bond. Hard to break.
Thank you.
Harshnag kind of is staring at the Allfather. He walked around the other side, and he goes, wise words, small folk. That's what we are seeing here. The Ordning, when it broke, was the breaking of a bond. And if you notice, and he will point to the long, jagged ice lines on the ground, each are now separated.
Yeah.
They all have a chance to be on top of the Ordning now. But is it the right? And who puts the right? And he stares up at the Allfather with sad eyes.
Rossi's also gonna stare up with, like, Sly has had, like, a headache for most of the day, and so Sly is struggling to keep like, not jokey. However, Ravasi is being good and not joking around because this is clearly an important moment.
Totally valid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Harshnag. I know it has to be scary what every single one of your people's going through right now.
Yes, I suppose so, but it's for the best.
So, is the Allfather a god?
Yes.
Or just an ant? Okay. I couldn't really tell if it was powerful being, god, ancient ancestor.
All of these pictured here are our gods. Now, granted, I do believe the majority of them have faded away.
So there was a god for each one of the giants?
Correct.
Oh my gosh. Are there any that you think might still be around that your people still talk about?
Little one, we speak of the gods. At least they did before I was exiled. But this land is not our land, and I am not a scholar nor one who communes with the gods. I know not where they are or what they've done or what happened to them when we were planted in the land of Ilumelan. All I know is that they were distant, and only the Allfather was answering until he broke the Ordning.
What, do you know the name of where you came from?
He kneels down for a moment and kind of like gets on your level, Ravasi. I remember what it looked like, the rolling hills, the clear land. It was very similar to Ilumelan. But when we were planted here, it was the name was wiped from our memory.
I'm sorry. My family traveled here. And part of me hoped that maybe we came from the same land and I could tell it to you. The name.
He kind of taps a finger on your shoulder in kind of like a clasping a hand on your shoulder way, but all he can do is tap a finger on your shoulder.
He like drops to a knee.
Yeah, well, he was already kind of on a knee.
No, Ravasi does.
Oh, okay. I appreciate the sentiment. But it is okay. We look to the future. I take comfort in your encouragement. Have you seen any of these runes before? And he directs you to the runes that are over the giant archway. And with that, I will display what they all look like. For the sake of things, you do not know the names of the runes, but they're not going to mean much to you at this moment. So we will use them as identifiers rather than being like, look at that one that looks like this, right? But I will remind you, you know what the stone rune looks like, and it is called Stein. And Harshnag points to the, let me just verify, the ice rune, and he points to it and says, this is the frost rune, but I know not what the others are.
I know the fire rune because I drew it.
And I know the stone one. That one right there is stone, Stein.
Do you actually know the fire rune, Sly? Or are you saying I saw the fire rune and I drew it and I never sent you the picture of it?
No. There was a rune on the elf's body.
Yes, you did, and you identified it as the fire rune, and I never sent you a picture. It's the Ild rune.
No, you did send me a photo because I literally have it drawn in my notebook.
Look at me go! I'm so good.
Here, I send.
Oh, I see it. It's down in my other section that no, it's fine. You don't need to send it. Well, although I would like to see your drawing. That's cute. But, okay, so you have identified 3 of the 6 runes.
Alright, so we got 3 done. I guess, would comprehend languages work on this?
You are unsure?
I will ritual cast comprehend languages.
I'm just noting down in the roll 20 which ones we have.
You
And
take
then
time to
Stein
ritual...
was...
Oh, go ahead.
Stein was the stone one, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You take time to ritual cast comprehend languages, and unfortunately it does not give you any clear indication.
Okay. I'm a little stumped on this one. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't have a however. I'm stumped.
I mean... The 2 ones with the swirly bits could maybe be like cloud and storm, right?
That would make some sense.
Right, that would make some sense. I mean, because the fire one kind of looks like a hearth.
And this doorway's open, right?
Yeah, so what it kind of looks like is it looks like a mist in a glowing archway. So it's like an absolutely kind of huge, 40 feet wide, 40 feet tall, glowing mist that fills the arch. And Harshnag kind of stands behind you and says, I haven't been to this temple before. I was never of a high enough status, but I would assume this mist leads to the Oracle. But I would assume that until we activate the portal...
Won't take a squat.
Correct.
Gotcha. I guess I will I'm gonna get up on my broom and fly up to the fire rune, and then I'm just gonna start easing out, what item do we take at the fire giants?
I'm gonna pull off the ring on my finger. That is it. And hand it to you.
Yeah, absolutely. I will take the ring and I will fly it up to the top and kind of press it against the one that we know is the fire rune. See if anything happens.
You see a kind of like it light up for a second, and then you hear just a noise that puts you on edge. And I'm
sure everything's fine.
hold on, let me just check something. Oh my god.
Tell to Zyra.
And there's just like a ping of energy as hold on, right here. Oh no, it's gonna get Nyx and Komori. I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws if that's truly where you were.
Would I have the advantage?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
As those four, you just see fire begin to come down.
Stop whatever you're doing! Stop whatever you're doing!
Yep.
Ah!
I got 17.
Okay. And what did you get, Komori?
Oh, what the hell? I did do it with advantage. Okay. Doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Nyx, you save. Komori, you fail. Nyx, your specter saves. And you both take 80 fire damage as burst of
What?
energy comes down around you.
Like 8-0.
8-0.
It's I
You take 40.
failed. You said.
You take
Okay.
40, so you succeed.
I'm down.
Oh,
I'm like sprinting over to you.
Okay, how many
And I'm-
rounds is it gonna take you to get there?
Sprinting?
This
Hold
is
on.
gonna
Mike,
determine how many saving throws you're making, Komori. Unless Nyx, you can stabilize her first.
I will run down there and try and stabilize her.
Okay, I think it will be... How much feet of movement do you have, Nyx?
30.
Okay, so I think that it will be at least one round of a death saving throw. Komori, please.
No, I don't wanna.
Just do it.
I can get to her in 2 rounds.
Okay, I think, Oh my god! You watch as the fire is burning her, Nyx, and you see her skin begin to blister. Komori, is a water creature, and this is fucking her up. You manage to get to her in the next second, though. Go ahead and roll me a medicine check.
Well, is Ravasi here or no?
Ravasi will be
I
there in
get-
a second.
I get there in the next round.
Yes.
Because I have to dash.
Okay, I might just kill her then for you, Ravasi. We'll see how I roll.
Just need to roll a 10 medicine check.
I did it.
Okay. You manage
Proud
to
of you.
stabilize Komori as you, like, instinctually take out some of this cloth that you have, and you, like, wrap it around some of the blisters, and you're holding the blood and putting pressure on several of her wounds as Ravasi and Tazira, you get there the next turn, as Nyx looks very fucked up as well.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I'm gonna.
I am shoving a potion of greater healing towards Nyx, and then I'm also very slowly, in order to get the max health, pouring a potion of greater healing down Komori's throat.
Okay, go ahead and what's the max?
Max is gonna be
44,
20.
16, yeah, 20. So Komori, take 20 and then an additional 8, and then go ahead and roll a potion of healing, or you can take the time to take it next. So it would just be, if you want max, it would be 8.
I'm not gonna take it.
Okay.
Okay.
Why aren't you drinking it, Nyx?
It would be a waste since I assume we're gonna rest now.
Yes.
Okay, so you agree. It would be a waste.
You
Maybe
hurt me
take
so
some time to noodle it over a bit.
I'm so sorry, Komori. I didn't know there was gonna be fire shooting from the sky.
Hey,
That was-
it's okay, Tazira. How could you have known?
It's
I should
okay.
probably check for traps.
Usually it doesn't rain fire anywhere.
Yeah, like Komori said, usually fire does not rain.
Okay. Desira's going to pick herself up and start obsessively checking for traps now.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation check, and I will give you advantage from,
Maybe.
me a bit.
And I will guidance myself, because Tazira now needs to succeed on this in her brain.
Aw. Okay. So with an 18, as you're poking around, you don't see any physical traps, and you kind of stand next to the archway for a moment. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Absolutely.
And then
18.
and then roll me a straight intelligence check.
Gotcha. 23.
Okay, so you can tell that the runes are magical. You get the sense that, especially because trial and error, right? You poke something, something happens. And it's either it was wrong or it was close to being right. You touched something to the fire rune and something happened. So something activated. So what needs to happen is something needs to be touched to it, right? But what you used was incorrect. And as you turn and you look at all of the giants kneeling and holding up a weapon to the Allfather, it clicks in your brain. What weapon are they holding? What rune?
Ooh. Gotcha. Oh.
And then your eyes look to the missing frost giants. His hand's empty.
Alrighty. What weapon do we have that might be a frost giant's edition Harshnag's?
There are additionally 2 other doors you can explore.
I know we have the spear tip. What giant lord was that one associated with again?
The cloud
Also-
giant.
We have a
Gotcha.
giant horn, and then we have the hill giant's dragon bone.
So,
club.
Tazira, don't get confused. So Cloggy said that you needed to present those to the Oracle specifically. What I'm saying is the 6 weapons that you see, you get the idea that maybe it's that, because you pressed the fire to what you assumed was the fire rune, and considering the whole place lit up in fire, you assumed that that's the fire rune, right? Like you know that that's the fire rune. You pressed the fire item to it, so maybe it's the items that are in, especially for a temple that people are coming to visit, the means to unlock the temple would need to be in the temple.
Gotcha. I think we need to find whatever the frost giant is missing and supposed to be holding up to the Allfather.
I'm just going to very carefully take the fire ring from you and slip it back onto my finger.
I'm not pressing that to anything else today.
That's totally
Now
fair.
imagine if you and I were also next to them.
Oh, I'd
We
be
might have just EPK'd ourselves. Let's think about that too hard. Anyway.
uh-huh. Tazara's absolutely thinking about it too hard as she's gonna continue to investigate the northern doors.
Okay, the northern doors seem like they would open.
Yeah, I will have Mippet slap her little dumb head underneath it to see if there's anything immediately underneath. There is. I don't know.
I'll say that a cat head could fit under the door. You see a very dark stone hallway, and it looks like it leads on for a bit.
Gotcha. I will open the door now that I know there's nothing waiting to immediately gank me.
Okay, and as you open the door, I think this is where we will take a super brief break because it is break time. So, when we come back, we will see what is on the other side of this door. Make sure you stand up, stretch, drink water, and we will catch you all in just a moment. and we are going to switch you on over to a new map. However, it is going to be a huge map because these maps are huge, and it is going to be pitch black because you will be exploring it, and it is dark in here. So as you kind of open this area, I'm going to reveal an area on the bottom. So if you would direct your attention to the bottom.
Classic.
What the heck? Chad is seeing all the ads that apparently this ad blocker has blocked for me.
Oh. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so with that being said, you guys are kind of coming into this area. The big star on the map, as you walk in, Nyx, you're actually in, you look up and it seems to go up to an additional level. And what you see right there is you see a very large statue that looks like a stone giant. And it radiates an aura of, like, it just radiates a little bit. And as you look forward, you see that the hallway continues and that there seems to be some sort of alcoves or doors on either side. So you can go upstairs or you can continue down the hallway. What would you like to do, team?
What I am going to do I have this? I don't have this, motherfucker. I'm gonna use Mippet as a, I'm just gonna do her, like, right up to the ceiling, so that she's hopefully really hard to see, and I'm just gonna start flying her around and looking through her eyes.
Okay, where are you flying her?
I will go through the left side first.
Okay. So if you, are you talking about, like, going up the stairs, or are you talking about going up the hallway and then into the left room?
I will go up the stairs first.
Okay. So as you go up the stairs, it appears to be, much of it is collapsed. It appears to be a very similar hallway that, like, leads. Mippet flies through. Much of it is collapsed, but there's a couple rooms on either side of the hallway. And you also see in the alcove a life-size statue of a female cloud giant that has an angry mask. And these rooms all upstairs look to be some sort of sleeping rooms.
Gotcha. I will bring Mippet back down and send her down the hallway.
Okay. So Mippet begins going down the hallway and she kind of tucks into some of these rooms. Again, all of these rooms appear to be sleeping rooms. Both of them, or all of them, are kind of have two twin couches, kind of couch beds, as Mippet is exploring. You do see that it's all covered in frost. It would be very easy for something to be lost in here.
Gotcha.
Okay. And then how far is Mippet going?
Pretty much until she hits a wall.
Okay. So Mippet continues. Can you make a perception check for Mippet?
Absolutely I can. Do I use hers or mine?
Use hers.
Gotcha. Let me pull up Tressum. Come on, Mippet. Rub your two brain cells together and perceive something, my dear. She does not perceive something.
Okay,
This-
sounds great. So Mippet is do flying. It's cold, so every time she, like, sits down for a second, her feet get really cold and then she immediately starts flying again. And she continues up the hallway. And again, another pair of twin chambers that seem to contain two beds for giants. Oh, I forgot Harshnag. Harshnag's here too. And as you're waiting, she peeks her head into this room. And it seems that this room has an opening in the back. And it looks to be... It looks like the opening in the back is kind of covered in like an icy sheen, but it looks like you could easily go back there.
Gotcha.
And then she goes into the next room, and the next room is normal. And then, go ahead and continue forward.
She about to die.
And then she peeks her face into the next two rooms, and they seem normal.
Mm-hmm.
And then as she continues forward, she flies into a slot, and you guys see a blue glow flash, and you watch as two walls of stone come cascading all down the rooms, and all of the doors are closed, and you hear a noise as at the end of the room you watch through Mipit's eyeballs as a stone appears as a wall slot slides down, and the stone begins rolling towards Mipit. I need Mipit to roll initiative, as well as the rest of you. I guess.
Oh god.
Although you're gonna be able to evade this pretty easily. Oh no, Mipit, oh no.
You're gonna puree my cat.
Yeah, I might.
Map's so big, so slow moving.
Okay, this token of Harshnag is gonna be the boulder for a moment. I'm sorry. Pretend it's not Harshnag, I just need a boulder. I could have made it a big Mipit, which would have been funnier.
That would be.
Okay. Go ahead and everybody else roll initiative just to be sure to see if you guys can jump out of the way quickly enough. Tazira, you do see that there's a boulder rolling for Mipit. You guys are right at the end of it. So I will give you a chance if you want to say something.
Yeah, I will absolutely. There's a boulder coming our way. Stat. It's about to smush my cat.
Ravasi, will you roll initiative too, please? Uh-oh. Sly? Oh no, I should have just told her to go to bed. I hope she didn't fall asleep at her computer. Okay. So, that being said, you guys all act before the boulder. So, if you would like to do anything, if you would like to get out of the way, whatever you would like to do. But it looks like there's going to be a boulder rolling directly down this hallway. Komori, what do you do?
Would I be able to use my movement to go over to Ravasi and grab him to drag him out of the way?
Absolutely. I was just going to make Ravasi move. It's fine. I'm not going to kill Sly's character when she's not here. That's rude.
Well, no, God forbid. That's just mean.
I'll say that you grab Ravasi and pull him out of the way.
By the scruff of his neck and just yeet.
Yep. Nyx, what would you like to do?
I will do what any smart person would do and move to the side.
Okay. As well as Tazira.
Yep, I will use a action to de-summon Mipit. Her away and then move over here.
Oh, you saved Mipit! Oh, thank goodness. Because, you watch as this boulder goes, barreling down the hallway, managing to get about half, and for the sake of things, you guys just stand there as the boulder goes another action. So this would be the next round of combat, just in case you were curious, and smashes into the stone giant statue. And you watch as it catches it in its outstretched arms and then begins to slowly push the sphere back up. And Tazira, you're kind of like noticing this. It was really difficult to tell in Mipit's vision, but you notice that this hallway kind of tilts downwards a little bit.
Should realize that.
Yep. So the statue continues to push this boulder upwards. And after it goes, if you're just standing there watching and not doing anything, you watch as after about a minute, it gets the boulder back up to its slot, and you hear chink. as it closes. And then the statue comes lumbering straight back and gets back on its spot, and then the walls of stone drop.
Oh, okay. So we need to not step where Mippet was whenever those close around her, because we'll die.
Yeah, that
Uses.
seems like it.
Yeah.
Harshnag kind of looks at you guys with big eyes. I did not know that was here.
Yeah. Good news. There is a little weird looking tunnel. That's before that trap. And there's a lot of frost, so we could maybe find something here if we start looking around thoroughly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, where would you guys like to look?
I'll start snooping around this tunnel.
Okay. I will say for the sake of things, for those who are poking through the first couple of rooms, you won't find anything. They are covered in frost, there isn't much. But as you go to the tunnel, you do see that the tunnel continues further in. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Gotcha. Before I do that, I will resummon Miffet and use her as help. Just holding her in my arms and just like gently nugging my cat. I'm so worried about you.
You get like she runs around your shoulders for a second, then like headbutts you.
18.
Okay, so with an 18, you're looking, and it looks like these tunnels, they're small. They are definitely not going to fit Harshnag. And Harshnag kind of leans over your shoulders and says, not sure if these were by the earth tremors or if they were part of what's here. Huh. But I will not fit. So I can stand guard if you wish to explore. But as you're kind of looking in there, with an 18 perception, these whole tunnels are completely covered in ice. It's absolutely cold in there. But you begin to see just spider webs.
Oh. No, there's spiders in there. There's probably like an ice spider or something. And I will take 2 slow, big steps back. Yeah, we shouldn't mess with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like so many spiders if we mess with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Not going in the tunnels. Heard.
Regular spiders are bad enough, and then they're extra cold when they're all on you, and you can feel like their little spider paws just. Ugh.
Do you have arachnophobia?
I don't like them.
Why? Because they're creepy?
Why do you need that many legs?
I don't, but they do.
I know. You're perfectly respectable with your 2 legs and 2 arms, and you get many things done, and you can weave just fine, and you don't have big creepy eyes and poisonous fangs, and then 8 little legs to like spin you around like you're a piece of meat on a kebab.
Yeah, I don't need 8 legs to spin something around like a piece of meat on a kebab, but how else will the spider eat?
It can figure something out, Nick.
Why would it need to figure something out? It has 8 legs.
You just watch her just shake her head.
I will just follow Zari around and hum the itsy bitsy spider.
Ravasi, what do you think they're talking about?
I have no clue.
Yeah, you guys were at the
Something
end of the
about-
hallway, and now you just watch as Tazira's like icked walking by, and Nyx is creeping behind her, humming the itsy bitsy spider.
It's that one meme of the girl walking with her ears closed and the kid with the trombone.
Yes, it really is, and I'm here for it.
As you guys come back, Harshnag just kind of goes, "No axe, I suppose."
I mean, I can't imagine a giant axe fitting inside a spider hole anyways.
Do you want to check upstairs before we head back?
Yeah, that would be smart.
All right. Okay, and you head on upstairs, and with that, I will drop you over to that map. I don't know if I put this map. I did not. For the sake of things, you guys can explore this whole area. As I said, as you walk up, the giant in the alcove right there is a cloud giant. And she has a mask on, and it looks like her arms are outstretched. Where would you like to go?
I'll examine the statue for a little bit of a moment.
Make an Arcana check.
Back away from the statue.
Yep, I'll be flying in the air 30 feet away.
It is
Kamori, back away from the statue.
It is absolutely not magical.
Oh, yup.
This is not magical.
Says who?
Says me.
The magic lady.
I know the future, magic, and dragons. Further than that, I can't tell you.
And
Could you imagine
writing.
dragons?
I can imagine.
God damn
Why-
it. Can I give you a DM not inspiration, just inspiration?
No. No, I don't think it's how
Disadvantage.
that works.
Bad. I take 3 psychic damage. There suddenly spawns a trap that was not here before. Ooh, I
Fair.
could give Shorty
Suddenly-
disadvantage to give to you. I've done
Please
that to
don't.
Nick before.
And suddenly the floor opens. 20d6 damage.
Yep, Komori dies. No, just
Oh,
kidding.
fuck, not again.
She already did that once today, kind of. Okay. So if you guys would like to poke through these rooms rather than going room to room, somebody go ahead and roll me a investigation check.
I can do it.
And as I said, the walls in the end kind of are collapsed, so it looks like part of this is collapsed in.
16.
I will give you a dodge. Or Myth it will, and then I will give you guidance.
Ooh.
Oh.
I love manipulating dice rolls. I don't love that dice roll.
18, DM.
Okay. So, with an 18, as you're poking around in this second to last room on the right, you find, and it kind of sticks out a little bit, it looks like there's a leather sack just sitting on one of the beds. It's huge, and kind of frozen to there, and it takes a moment and a little bit of thawing to pull it out. Go ahead and roll me, a 1d4, because that's fun.
1.
Okay, roll me a d100.
69.
Nice.
Nice.
You find a huge, so like a giant size for a child, a wooden toboggan. As well as you kind of
Yeah, we
poke
could
around in
actually
it
sled.
more, you see an ice rune on a shard that looks like looks like it's made for a giant size hand, but as you grab it, it shrinks down to your size, and it looks like a magical item. And so it's a shard that has an ice rune carved in it, and then you also find 2 frozen dwarf heads,
Oh,
and one of the heads has 10 gold teeth in it.
I will very carefully put those underneath the bed before Desire sees them.
Okay. Easy enough. You pull out the toboggan and you're holding the ice rune.
I will show them off. The toboggan is ginormous.
holy.
Yeah,
Maybe
you guys
that.
could all sit on the toboggan with still room.
So what I'm hearing is after we finish this all, we sled from the top to the bottom.
That's what I'm hearing too.
I mean, I guess.
What's funny is you rolled that. That was not there.
Nice.
That's even funnier.
Maybe that ring is what we're looking for. I mean, it doesn't look like a weapon, but it's worth a try. Maybe as long as none of us are in the room.
Yeah, honestly.
It shrinks down, right?
Yeah, it shrunk down to Ravasi's size. And so what it looks like is it looks like kind of a stone that has this rune carved in.
Gotcha.
Oh, sorry, I lied to you. It looks like a shard of ice that's roughly the size of a dagger, with the ice rune glowing within it.
And it under 5 pounds, I'm assuming?
Yeah, easily.
Beautiful. I could mage hand put that anywhere that we need to put it.
Roger, roger.
Okay, what are you guys doing? Are you heading back to the main hall?
Yeah, you said there was nothing of
No.
interest.
Yeah, you guys spent some time poking around in here. Komori, if you wanted to have taken another short rest while these guys are poking around, I would have said that it would have taken about 30 minutes to an hour.
You know what? Sure, I'll take it.
Nix, you as well, since you hadn't been doing much.
Noise.
So, you two let the two of them poke around and just kind of hold up with Harshnag in the stairwell. Okay, and you make it back to the hallway. Are you standing in the doorway and trying out this, new idea with your mage hand?
Yep, and I am making very sure that everybody is in the doorway and that very specifically Komori is behind Zari.
Okay, Komori's behind Harshnag.
Beautiful.
Okay. So you touch the shard to the ice rune, which you recognize considering it's on there. And what happens is you see a glow and you just like hope for a moment, and then you watch as the whole room is filled with rock hard ice pounding from the sky to the ground, and the whole area takes like a ton of damage.
That wasn't it.
You think?
Uh-huh. Well, we have one more thing that doesn't work, which means that we have one less thing that we don't know doesn't work.
Okay. And as the ice kind of clears after a moment and stops, you walk around the gigantic ice shards that are sticking in the floor. Where are you heading next?
Any ideas, guys, of where you want to head next? One singular idea?
I mean, we already went north. I mean, maybe south?
Do the ice go for walls?
It's their doors.
Doors?
Yeah.
You might need your strength again, Mr. Harshnag.
Of course. If you would like me to open it, I would love to assist. He takes a moment and pulls his axe out and just kind of chips away at the door for a couple of minutes. And once it gets to a certain point, he pulls it open and ice just sloughs off. And beyond, you see a light. It looks like this room is lit.
Oh. Beautiful. I love light.
And is everybody heading in?
Yup.
Okay. You see before you what looks to be a very large feast hall. A table fills the center of the room, and you see a glowing light in a bowl-shaped basin in the center of the chamber. And as you open the door, you watch as from an alcove a blue, huge creature with different like wings that come from the sides kind of pops their face around the corner, lets out an unholy screech, and begins charging for you. And with that, I think that is where we are going to call the session, as you are faced off with a very angry Remorhaze, who had locked himself in here. And so I think we will pick up here next time.
Maybe.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for an awesome session. I hope you had fun, and I'm excited
Thank you.
to see the continuation of this exploration.
Yeah, thank you for running the session.
Of course.
Thank you, DM.
If you are with us on Twitch, please stick around. If you are with us on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Links are in the description below if you want to go watch some awesome shorts of this session, or check out the D&D podcast that Kyber and I do. That one's pretty good. Or some of the other mini campaigns. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.